Hi everyone, in this video I will be talking to you about Italian. So I started learning Italian a couple of weeks ago and so far I've been really enjoying it. I think it's a beautiful language. Yes, I'll talk to you more about Italian. So why am I learning Italian? In my last video I mentioned that traveling really inspires me, really motivates me to study a language, and that is the main reason why I'm learning Italian. I'll be going to Milan soon. I'll be going to Milan actually tomorrow and I'm really excited. It will be my first time in Italy and that is the main reason why I'm studying Italian. I want to be able to do a couple of simple things in Italian when I'm in Milan. So for example, I don't know, order a coffee in a coffee shop or be able to read a menu, stuff like that. Really simple things. I'm not expecting too much, and yes, so that's why I started learning Italian. What are my first impressions of Italian? Well, I gotta say, I think Italian is my new favourite language. I love how it sounds, I love how melodic it sounds. It is a beautiful language and it's been so much fun studying a Romance language. In the past couple of years, I've been mainly studying German and Russian, Mandarin, Chinese. Italian is my first Romance language. Technically that isn't true actually. I studied French in school, but that does not count because I learned absolutely nothing in school, absolutely nothing. I hated French in school. So yes, so now I'm gonna say that Italian is my first Romance language, and yes, I love it. It's refreshing. It's refreshing to not to have to deal with cases. But I know that Italian has other things that are perhaps more difficult. For example, the tenses, and I've heard about the subjunctive. I don't even know what that means. What is it? I'll look it up later. But as a beginner, I've been really enjoying learning Italian because I'm interested in learning Latin. Italian is even more interesting for me. Out of all the Romance languages, Italian is the one that is closest to Latin. I know that within Italy itself, there are other languages and other dialects that are closer to Latin than Italian, but Italian is the out of the major Romance languages, Italian is the closest one. So it's been really interesting looking into the etymology of Italian words and seeing how it connects to English. For example, the Italian word for right, I use my right hand, right, destra, and sinistra, left. So when I first learned these two words, I noticed that sinistra looks really like the English word sinister. So I looked up the etymology of these words and I found out that yes, they do have the same origin word, and that is the Latin word sinister. And sinister in Latin means right. No, it means left. And left, like being left-handedness, left in general, was considered a negative thing. And then it took on the meaning of unlucky and evil, and that is where the English meaning of sinister comes from. So it's really fascinating to see that in Italian, they kept the original meaning, so left, and in English they kept the other meaning, the meaning of evil. I find it really fascinating and interesting to see how languages have changed and how one language perhaps has kept the original meaning and another language has kept another meaning, and I think it's fascinating. So that's basically what I do when I learn an Italian word. I look up the etymology and see if there are any links to English or to another language, and yeah, that's cool. So what have I been learning? How have I been studying Italian? So when you're traveling, the main topics that you might have to talk about are yourself, like your name, where you come from, how long you've been in Italy, and then there are surface related dialogues. So in the supermarket, in a cafe, buying train tickets, stuff like that. So these are the things that I've been focusing on. In the beginning, I started with the Teach Yourself series, and honestly, I didn't really like it too much. I thought dialogues were quite boring and a little bit too short. So then I downloaded the app Link, and I found audio for Benny Lewis's language hacking course. Yeah, I found it quite good actually. It suited my needs. It focused more on dialogues, so a lot of conversation, a lot of dialogues, and hardly any grammar, so that worked for me. And if I wanted to look up something, if I wanted to know a bit more about the grammar, then I just googled it. I would recommend this book if you just want to learn like simple things like how to introduce yourself and how to talk about yourself, how to talk about plans, how to talk about your family, really basic things. And yes, I think this book is actually pretty good. But if you want to study Italian more seriously, then something that has more grammar explanations would probably be more suited. Unfortunately, this book didn't have many restaurant-related dialogues, so I had to look that up on YouTube. And I also had an italki lesson as well to practice this type of dialogue, this type of restaurant-related dialogue. I haven't been studying Italian very intensively. I study about 30 to 45 minutes, 3 or 4 times a week. I did it for about 3 weeks or so, and yes, I'm happy with my progress. I would really love to continue with studying Italian, but we'll have to see. I'm not sure, because yeah, I'm going to Taiwan soon, so I'll need to brush up on my Mandarin Chinese, and then German. German's not going so well these past couple of weeks. I don't know, I just feel like I'm hitting this brick wall with German. I feel like I'm not really progressing much, but yeah, okay, that's another story. I'll talk to you about German another day, but I think my main problem is that I really enjoy learning new things. So I love learning things like at the beginning, and when I reach this intermediate level, that is really fun. I love that. But then when I have to like master something, that is really difficult for me. That requires commitment, and it requires time, and it requires patience, and that's when I usually get bored, and that's when I usually start another language. So that's my problem. Anyway, I will talk to you about German another day. Perhaps not, I don't know. We'll see. So, a little bit in Italian. Ciao a tutti, mi chiamo Jessica, sono inglese, ma vivo a Berlino. Adoro imparare nuove lingue. Studio l'italiano da 3 settimane e credo che l'italiano è una lingua molto molto bella. Sì. Vado a Milano domani. Domani vado a Milano con mio marito. Anche andiamo a Bologna. La mia prima volta in Italia. C'è tanto fare? No, c'è tanto da fare. C'è tanto da fare in Italia. La prossima volta voglio andare a Roma, a Firenze, a Napoli, everywhere. I want to visit everywhere in Italy. Anyway, that's really it. Perhaps you've noticed that I only can speak in the present tense in Italian. Next time I'll work on my tenses, and hopefully next time I'll progress a little bit more with my Italian, but I'm happy with my progress. I can do a little bit in Italian, that's all I wanted. So anyway, I'll talk to you soon. Hopefully I'll film some stuff when I'm in Italy. And yeah, see you, bye bye.
Parole. Ti presenti? Can you introduce yourself?
Yeah. Okay. Sì. Yeah, capisco. Mi chiamo Jessica, vivo a Berlino. A Berlino.
A Berlino?
Yeah, sì. A Berlino, okay. In Germania. Ma sono inglese. Voglio imparare l'italiano perché giovedì vado a Milano.
Ah, ok. Vai a Milano per lavoro?
Per lavoro? No, per viaggiare.
Ah, per viaggiare?
Viaggiare. Sì, viaggiare. Solo 4 giorni. Sì.
Ah, e sei di Leeds?
Sì, Leeds.
Ah, ok.
Yeah.
Non sono mai stata, ma mi piace l'Inghilterra.
Ah! Cool.
Ah, ok. Ho visto